Madam again at the back. So also another very interesting question. So comment on the impact of climate change on human population's ability to withstand disease. And the example was the fact that there's the expectation, and I think already the observation, that malaria, which is a tropical and subtropical disease, is now increasing in frequency in more northern latitudes.
Yeah, so that's right. So maybe not everybody's aware, but malaria used to be in the southern United States. And with climate change, it's possible that it could come back. So yeah, definitely climate change is an issue in that regard. It's going to maybe expand the areas in which some of these tropical diseases have an effect or are present.
And the issue, of course, is that in areas where those diseases were endemic, were always there, those populations would have co-evolved to deal with them. And when it moves into new areas, those genes that have evolved in that context simply aren't there. So that's one of the worries. And of course, malaria. That's why Alfred Russel Wallace, when he went to Indonesia, almost died of malaria. Right? He didn't have any. He wasn't heterozygous for the sickle cell. Everyone around him, many people around him, were fine. But he was on death's door when he actually came up with the idea of evolution by natural selection. He was in a delirium. Yes, ma'am.
So what's the answer to people who have allergies, don't take anything for them, they have them really bad, and all of a sudden they go away and they never have it again?
So is there a medical doctor in the house? So the question is, this is very important. It's a very important question. The question is, what happened? Why do some people have allergies for a while and then they simply go away? What's actually happened?
Yeah. I actually don't know the answer to that question. I would love to know. So if anybody can help me with that.
I guess just the fact that the best thing is they've gone away.
In the end, the good thing is they actually have gone away. Yeah. Any other questions or comments? Yes?
Wondering the substance that those cute worms produce, which affects respiratory allergies, does it also have any effect on food allergies, or those totally different processes?
So do worms, or does the putative effects of worms on respiratory allergies actually affect food allergies?
I'm not really sure about that. It might be, but I'm not really sure. Yeah.
You say this is very recent research on worms, right? I mean, it's only a few years. I mean,
yeah. This was just like a couple of years ago that they started that study.
Right. So the study is ongoing.
Just like 2 years ago.
Yeah, the study is ongoing. It was, yeah. So one more comment and question before we close the evening out.
Can I ask sort of like a kind of, it sounds dumb, but when you mentioned the chicken and the egg, I always wondered, like, have birds somehow developed the egg is soft once it's laid, and it oxidizes and gets the hard shell. Because it seems to me that the egg is not in the hard shell inside the bird. So is there some evolutionary process where at one time was the egg laid still with the soft shell?
So the question is, how do birds lay eggs with hard shells? Pass.
Maybe you know this.
Wayne, do you know the answer? Do you know the answer to this? Does anybody know the answer to this question? So it would stand. I mean, reptiles lay eggs with soft shells, right? So.
The size that you get egg from, sometimes they can't.
Sorry?
I mean, sometimes they can't. Just like giving birth, they will get egg from and die.
Ah, okay. So they're hard on the way out because sometimes. Right. Sometimes it goes wrong and the egg doesn't get out, and here you got natural selection right there.
Also, then the shell is
hard. The shell is hard on. Yep, inside her. Yep. Okay. So this was, as you see, a very biological discussion, and that's exactly what we wanted. I think we should now thank Leticia Avilés for a fantastic presentation.